at Burns Arena. We've got a Middlesex Liberty doubleheader coming at you. The Arlington Spy Ponders and Belmont facing off. First game of our doubleheader will be on the girls' side. Belmont, the reigning Middlesex Liberty champions on the girls' side, 17-2-4 last year. Arlington 13-9 last year. These two teams did face off January 7th. That was at Belmont's brand new Skip Viglarolo rink. Belmont dominant 5-0 win on that one. Arlington looking for revenge from January 7th. Now we have both teams at their respective blue lines lining up for the national anthem. And with the conclusion of the national anthem, we are just about ready to play hockey. 15 minutes on the clock. Arlington High currently sitting at 6th in the Middlesex Liberty standings. Belmont sitting at 4th, though it is a crowded Middlesex Liberty League on the girls' side this year. We have Arlington and Lexington, the only two teams below 500 in the league play. Lexington at 4-6, Arlington at 3-6. Miss Woburn and Reading at the top, 9-1, 7-1-2 respectively. And then Winchester and Belmont very close together, 7-3, 6-2-2 in league play respectively. With that, we have both teams on the ice. Their first lines out. And for Arlington, that'll be Zana Felton Quinn, Caroline Banks, Nina Volkov on the forwards, and Izzy Kopelka and Erica Nagano Heffernan on the defense. And on the Belmont side, the Yui Ochi, Elise Tandy, and Caroline French as your forwards. Amelia Long and Martha Demas on the defense. And on either side, with either goal, we have Maddie Moscatel for the Spy Ponders, and Eleanor Dorn, sophomore goaltender for Belmont. We're just over 40 seconds underway here at Ed Burns Arena. Belmont trying to keep things in Arlington's zone. That'll be Volkov trying to poke it away. Now back with Felton Quinn trying to pass cross ice. Spy Ponders will decide. Simply clear it. Reset. Belmont coming the other way. Puck on the far side. Jill Saulnier come in. Now Devin O'Day. Devin O'Day from behind her own goalie. Gets it up to Saulnier. Saulnier looks for a pass up to Dorian Nikochev's come on. Goes past everyone. Belmont will take it from behind door. And pass comes up all the way. Ryan Boards on the far side before getting into the stick. Veronica Felton-Quinn. Puck far side. Shot comes in from Elsie Lankin-Schultz. On the rebound comes back. Lankin-Schultz. And Belmont will be forced to play defense here. Trying for a one-person break is Saulnier. He's double-teamed, has it taken away. Marauders near center ice. Sydney Moon, one of the captains, and has it taken away before getting it to Mackenzie Tierney. Who had a three-point performance, 2 assists, 1 goal versus Arlington at game on January 7th. Belmont forced to go back near center ice with Martha Demas. Spy Ponders able to poke it back. Good defensive play from Zana Felton-Quinn. Now puck pinned, far side Boards. And Spy Ponders forced to reset from inside their own zone. We see Izzy Kropelka looking back, looking for a pass up, and she finds one. Now it's with Banks. Banks crosses center ice before finding too many defenders, and there will be a line change for Arlington. Puck now with Devin O'Day, who slaps one in. Belmont taking it from behind Dorn. Nearly a quick turnover. Did Belmont go down the other way with Mackenzie Clark, who had 2 goals, again versus Arlington on January 7th. Belmont looking to get some extended zone time here. They have it now on the near side. Mia Smith had it picked away. Now to Saulnier. Looking for a pass over to Nicosia. But Tierney gets it away. It's Devin O'Day blocking that attempted shot. Now to Mia Smith. And recycled for Ava Keefe, who had her shot get all the way to the pads of Moscatel. Belmont forced to reset in the neutral zone. As O'Day fires one into the Belmont third, gets it back in the neutral zone. She will once again decide to throw it with abandon. The Arlington zone. Or correction, the Belmont zone. Looking for some zone time. There's Elise Tandy getting the possession started, and up to Sydney Moon. Work back out to near the blue line. Fired along the boards for Tandy. Oh, looking for right in front of goal. One's it Theomonovich. Nearly connecting with Tandy on that one. Arlington trying to take advantage off the turnover. So be the Marauders going the other way. And on the defense, Nagano Heffernan is firing one in, trying to keep things in the Belmont third. We have another line change for the Spy Ponders. Saulnier coming on alongside Haley Libby. And Nicocha trying to take advantage. It was a 1-on-3 for Theomonovic. With some teammates able to come help her out. And Catherine Townsend looking to keep the puck in. Off the stick of Mia Smith. Now with Saulnier on the far side. Saulnier nearly has it picked away. Eventually Mackenzie Tierney comes in for the steal. Tierney crosses ice. Makes Libby miss. But eventually stopped by Felton Quinn, the younger Felton Quinn, Veronica. Belmont able to keep things in the Arlington zone. Pass from Townsend. Smith not able to redirect. Will be with Townsend in the neutral zone. Decides to throw it in. Clark. Kenzie Clark, one of the captains. The squad getting it to Smith. Now back out to the blue line. Shot comes in, stopped. And eventually dove on by the glove of Moscatel. 7:43 to go in the first period. Still scoreless here at Ed Burns Arena. A few more subs coming on for both squads. Ivanovic winning the face-off. One against Mia Purcell. The Belmont being forced to work from behind their own goalie. Pass goes end to end and recovered by O'Day. O'Day looking for Purcell. And now up to Madison Davies. Wants to work it back to O'Day. O'Day. And then Ivanovic with the loose puck. Fired to behind Moscatel. It'll be Belmont making a few subs as O'Day looks up for Felton Quinn. Felton Quinn with some space. Going right down Main Street. Gets it to Banks. Banks back to Felton Quinn. Loses her footing. That'll be Mackenzie Tierney going the other way. Nearly scores. Has it go just wide. 6:30 to go. Puck goes along the boards. It's now near side. And returns to behind Moscatel. Some passing up the far side. And for Kira Condon goes strong. Will be Belmont and Tierney. Diving for one. Mia Smith tries to recover the play. So that'll be Nagano Heffernan. Able to get a pass, or the puck all the way to Belmont zone. Puck will take another trip back to the Arlington third. 5:45 to go. O'Day contested by Smith behind Moscatel. Puck will find its way now back to behind Dorn. Arlington trying to put some aggressive pressure on, and O'Day nearly wins the puck back. We'll be back to Lacken Schultz. And now Keith trying to look up the near side, but it's intercepted. Felton Quinn. It's Veronica. Being out temporarily. Lacken Schultz tries to recover the puck. Instead it'll be with Keith. Working from behind Dorn. Nearly has the turnover off the stick of Zana Felton Quinn. Puck will get his way into the Arlington zone, but on the stick of, nearly on the stick of Banks. Belmont able to keep possession for a little bit before finding it back to Arlington. And Zana Felton Quinn has it picked away. Monovich trying to get the turnover. Instead will be with Felton Quinn. Right down the middle, crosses one blue line, gets it to Banks. Banks fires one in. A a slide save on the goalie Dorn. Off the rebound. It'll slide all the way into the neutral zone. And into Arlington's third, now behind Moscatel with Nagano Heffernan. Contested by Smith. Bursell slips one to the far side. Working it back. Belmont trying to put some pressure on. Rides along the boards, looking for Banks. Nearly taken by Demas. Demas will eventually get it back in the neutral zone before having it flicked away by Volkov. Approaching 3.5 minutes in the first period. A nifty move by Smith. Get past a few defenders. Still a turnover in the Arlington zone. Puck flies up right in front of both benches. Smith taps one off for a loose puck off the skate of Saulnier. Puck still loose now with Tierney. Tierney has one blocked. It'll be with Sidney Moon. Now back out to Clark on the far side. Clark working her way in. Has one off the pads. The Moscatel. Recycled. Back out to Tierney. And Townsend. Townsend tries to center a pass in. It goes through everybody. Now on the other way, nearly Libby. But taken away at the last minute by Lacken Schultz. Battle along the boards. Eventually won by Libby on the loose puck. Decide to fire one in, a line change. Belmont will build up from their own zone. In the neutral zone, great play from Felton Quinn. Nearly getting a puck from Sidney Moon. Oh, and a pass. Looking for Felton Quinn, goes past her. At least Tandy not able to get to it for Belmont. So we'll stay with the Spy Ponders, working up from their own zone into the neutral zone. Condon has it poked away. Gets it back off the loose puck. For another turnover. Belmont looks up for Tandy, but instead with Veronica Felton Quinn. 90 seconds. Counting down in the first period, still scoreless. As that one comes in, Devin O'Day. Dorn had to pay attention. There's Veronica Felton Quinn. Tries to fire one in, potentially for Nicocha to redirect. It's O'Day on the rebound. And Nicocha looking cross ice. Has it taken. And at least Tandy will fire it down. Puck now parallel to Moscatel on the far side. They are wrapped around the board's blue line. And immediately going back the other way. Approaching 45 seconds in the first period. Belmont working into Arlington zone with Smith. It'll be Libby temporarily getting the puck worked out. Demas, one-timer from the blue line, has it blocked away. Now Amelia Long firing one. Puck goes in. Redirected off the rebound. Mackenzie Clark able to tap one through past Moscatel for the first goal of the game. 20.2 remaining in the first period. Belmont now leads 1-0. Off the faceoff, won by Arlington, looking for Banks. That's Demas. And now Monovich. Monovich looking for a centering pass. Gets it back off the loose puck. 5 seconds. Another puck fired in. Moscatel standing up to swat it away. The clock strikes 0 on the first period. A competitive 15 minutes of hockey to start. versus Arlington last time out. Now has one of her own in the first period here. Only goal scorer so far. She gives Belmont the lead 1-0 going into the first intermission. Jack Hughes here with ACMi Sports. We'll have second and third periods at you soon. But for now, we will step aside for the first intermission. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Ed Burns Arena, Arlington, Massachusetts. Back with a second period of action. Belmont currently up 1-0 over Arlington. First game of an Arlington-Belmont doubleheader. And Ed Burns, that first goal came very late in that first period. It was Mackenzie Clark who had 2 goals against the Spy Ponders on January 7th. Poked one in with just 20 seconds to go. Arlington looking for their first goal of the year versus Belmont. Was shut out game January 7th. There's Anna Felton-Quinn trying to make an aggressive move towards the goal. Puck is ultimately taken away. Amelia Long tries to speed down the far side. Puck now in the Arlington zone with Martha Demas. Tries for a pass cross ice, but nobody's there to meet it until it bounces off the boards and onto the stick. Elise Lacken-Schultz. Arlington trying to get it out of their own zone, and they do successfully. Demas contended by Libby. And now on the stick of Dorian Nicocha trying for Libby. Tried to poke one in and scores! Dorian Nicocha off the rebound. Able to tie this one up with 13:39 to go in the second. And off the ensuing face-off will be Libby trying to get to it. So it'll be Clark trying to go right down Main Street, forced backwards to Mackenzie Tierney. Tierney fires one right into the pads and the glove of Muscatel. Now ensuing face-off will come far side, still in the Arlington zone, and one back by Tierney. Tierney will get it off the loose puck, and now near side. Tries to tap one off. Loose puck goes all the way through the neutral zone for Tierney, recovers. Gets past 2 defenders, goes cross ice to Mia Smith, and fired off the rebound! Oh my goodness, Tierney fires back! Well, just as soon as Arlington had it tied up with 12:57 to go, so under a minute, it's Mackenzie Tierney who had 3 points, 2 assists, and 1 goal. And another one of the big contributors versus Arlington on January 7th. Doing face-off, one back. Again by the Marauders, looking for Juliana Mastrangelo. Puck fired wide of Muscatel. Onto the stick temporarily of Nagano Heffernan. And now with Monovich. Look, centering pass, rebounded. Oh my goodness, Sydney Moon fired one. Muscatel able to tap it away. Rebound not collected. And Belmont will be Arlington going the other way. This one fired high and wide by Caroline Banks. Attempted a centering pass. It's blocked off the stick of Belmont. And this one's on a Felton-Quinn trying for another one. Again, off the pads of Dorn. Nagano Heffernan trying to stay with the puck. Said it's Amelia Long. Her pass. A bit too long. Puck rebounded off in the neutral zone. And now for Demas. Has it taken away. Wide open Libby. Tries to center one in. And Saulnier not able to get to the rebound. Or rather, there was no rebound as Dorn had it gloved with the left hand. 11:36 to go. Belmont now up 2-1. Nakocha, the goal scorer for Arlington in the face-off circle. Malakin Schultz. And one back to Saulnier. Nearly having it picked away. Devin O'Day. And now it's Clark. Clark with space, fires and scores! So Clark, in under 20 minutes of hockey, has matched her performance on January 7th versus Arlington. Already 2 goals. And Belmont leads 3-1. Clark celebrating with Lakin Schultz. As puck bounces around in the neutral zone to Tierney. And then Lakin Schultz. Puck lays parallel to Muscatel on the near side. Arlington will recover, trying to get it up to Banks. Belmont causing a turnover. It will be Arlington looking again cross ice. Rosanna Felton Quinn fired in from the far side near the blue line. Easy tap away for Dorn. Puck bounces off the boards. Tierney. Tierney tries to get her own pass and does. Behind Muscatel. Double teamed. Able to keep the puck on her stick. Fires one in. Again, be Muscatel with the save. Swallowing the puck, 10:20 to go. Both teams with line changes. It'll be Nakocha, Nagana Heffernan. Coming back alongside Izzy Kropelka. And winning the faceoff will be Monovich. Puck flies high. Kropelka loses it for a little bit. Pinned along the far side boards. Recovered temporarily by Belmont. Nagano Heffernan looking up for Libby. And Libby skating to it with speed on the far side. Able to hand it back. Give and go with Nakocha. Fires one in! Bar down! We've got the makings of an offensive masterclass here at Burns Arena. Already 2-3. 9:43 to go in the second. Face off, Tierney and Nakocha. One immediately to Clark. Clark contested by Kropelka. Puck rebounds. Tierney trying to get to it. Not able to get it past Muscatel. Off the recycle. We'll stay with Belmont now near the far side blue line. Tierney, face-off circle. Works past 2 defenders. Fires one. Off the leg pads of Muscatel. Now to Clark. Looking for Lakin Schultz. But pass is too strong. Tierney will recover the loose puck. Now to Clark. Clark attempted pass for Smith. Worked back out to Townsend. Now with Smith. Cross ice for Lakin Schultz. That one tapped away. Muscatel not get it to a teammate off the rebound. Will be Mia Smith. Now to Townsend, and Saulnier will poke it along the boards. Libby with some speed. Smith will go cross ice. Saulnier trying to get to it. So it'll be Townsend to Tierney. Now up to Smith. Attempted cross ice pass. Will be flicked away by Felton Quinn. Approaching 8 minutes to go in the second period. Tierney hands it off to Smith. Smith whiffs on an attempted big shot. Tierney recovers. Her shot goes wide. Attempted cross ice pass. Banks looking for Condon. Loose puck will go along the boards on the far side. Banks trying to settle it down. Instead, eventually, we'll go back out to Amelia Long. Will be worked back behind Moscatel. Felton Quinn gets it to Condon. Now with Banks. Good defensive play there from Monovich. Arlington forced to retreat. Work from their own zone. Now in the neutral zone with Felton Quinn. Demas gets in the way of a pass. And I'll be back to Krapelka. As Krapelka shoots one all the way across the ice. Now Belmont working from behind Dorn. Libby trying to get a steal at the blue line. And Devin O'Day will complete the play. Now Libby and Nicocha both fighting for it. We work to Demas. Off the turnover. And Sydney Moon will just force Arlington to get the puck out of their own zone. They are not able to until Saulnier looks at the blue line. Tierney a juke. Another one goes wide. Right from the point. Will be Saulnier trying to take advantage of Ava Keefe, who took a fall. Tierney again off the loose puck from the point. Has a shot. Loose puck on the near side boards. Schultz and Libby getting it to Clark now. And Smith trying to work up the far side boards. That could have been a shot, could have been a pass looking for Clark to redirect. Regardless of the intention, it'll be Libby crossing center ice and crossing into Belmont territory. A great defensive play from Keefe to get it off the stick of Saulnier. Now Smith beating down near the face-off circle. Tries for a centering pass. Gets blocked a number of times before it's back on the stick of Saulnier, who will decide to throw it now behind Dorn. And it's Nina Volkov on the chase. Oh, Tierney. A check. Gives a check along the boards. Maybe that one was Caroline Banks, the recipient for Arlington, having to shake that one off. So it'll be a neutral zone face-off, 4:41 to go in the second. Monovich against Felton Quinn. Goes off a few skates. And Nagano Heffernan will contest with Monovich. Monovich winning that one. Hands it off, gets it back. Off the rebound, Banks able to settle it down. Belmont on the attempted recycle. Demas will have her shot blocked. Moon trying to keep it in. And is successful. She has a face-off circle. Attempted pass to the point, goes past everyone. The Arlington trying to work it from their own zone. Banks looking up for Volkov. And Mune will get it back to the Arlington zone. Will be Kropelka looking for a pass up the far side. It goes way off. 3:48 to go. We have a clock stoppage. This puck flies high into the netting and out of play. Both teams some subs. Tierney will win the faceoff. Back to Townsend. Looking for Smith. Losing her stick, Veronica Felton-Quinn. Arlington will not be able to get the break going. Schultz. Now with Clark. Working up the near side, now behind Moscatel. Circles around. Gets back to Leck and Schultz. Schultz, that one fired off the rebound. Tierney trying for a wrap. Clark, and he scored in front of the net, and eventually a goal. Belmont proving themselves experts at chasing the rebound. Tierney, Clark, Smith all in there. We'll see who the goal is credited to. Regardless of who it was. It's the Marauders doubling up the Spy Ponders 4-2. Approaching 3 minutes to go. That one will be credited to Tierney. Most of her contributions scoring-wise were passing, but she now has 2 goals in this one. Arlington trying to fire back. Kropelka right into the glove of Dorn. Clock again stops, this time at 2:40. As Demas and Long come back on. They will replace Townsend and Lacken Schultz. We Felton-Quinn and Tierney. Nope, we have 2 more substitutions trying to come on, Saulnier and Libby. They'll be forced to go back to the bench as the faceoff was just about to go. So it'll be Long looking up for Clark. Nagano-Heffernan on the contest. Will be Demas. That one will go from end to end. No contact, that'll be an icing. 2:23 to go. Arlington, another chance with a face-off in Belmont zone. This one back to Long. Looking along the boards for Clark. They'll be worked back to Long behind goal. Now Demas trying to keep the puck moving to Smith. The Nagano-Heffernan winning the race in open ice. And Saulnier will have her pass go all the way up the far side. And Libby, parallel to the goal, on the near side, Saulnier getting back in the play. Tierney and Demas some strong defense. It's on the stick of Demas now. Cross ice for Clark. Clark, one-on-one with Heffernan. That shot bounces off the glass. There's Tierney behind goal. Tempted right in front. But taking it away from the point is Libby. And puck will slide free all the way to behind Dorn. Demas trying for a quick start. Falls down in the process. Veronica Felton-Quinn trying to tap it along the boards. Will be Keefe looking at first for Demas, who ends up going all the way to Smith, and stolen by Banks. Under a minute in the second period. Belmont still up 4-2. Smith tries juke past. That one an easy save off the pads of Moscatel. Veronica Felton-Quinn. Does it go off the boards? And now with Banks. Banks tries to slide one through. Keefe says no way. Be on the far side. Demas gets it to Mastrangelo. Off the loose puck, Schultz, that one goes wide. Cross ice, Keefe will intercept. Another shot, and another save for Moscatel, this time with the glove. 7.2 remaining. The final minute. Extremely quickly here. As Veronica Felton-Quinn returns in place during Nicocha, first goal scorer of the game. Or correction, first goal scorer of the game. While Arlington, off the face-off, Keefe, that one blocked right as it came off her stick. Caroline Banks tries to make a play, but the clock will strike 0 on the second period. And some offensive fireworks here in the second. Just one goal throughout the first 15 minutes. And the second 15 brings us 5. 2 for Arlington, 3 for Belmont. And still a lot of hockey left to be played. 15 minutes. And we will step aside for the second intermission. For the third period of action comes to Ed Burns Arena. Jack Hughes here with ACMi Sports. We hope you stay tuned. Welcome back to Ed Burns Arena here at Arlington, Massachusetts. Jack Hughes here with ACMi Sports. Thank you all of those who are joining us live. Apologies, there were some technical difficulties. Apologies, we're not able to get you the first period and parts of the second. However, we will be able to get you the entire third period of action here at Ed Burns, as well as the second game of this doubleheader. This will be the boys' side of this same matchup. As off the opening faceoff, Tierney immediately gets in to the side of Moscatel, the goalie, and tries to slide one through. Moscatel saying, not so fast, not gonna pull a fast one on me like that. As we have Tierney and Felton-Quinn in the face-off circle, still in Arlington zone. Smith looking cross ice for Clark. Clark crosses it. Oh, Smith getting down and stopping was an excellent shot from Smith. As Demas tries to recycle. Just over 30 seconds passed into the third period, and Belmont's already a grade A chance with some passes around the goal. Smith, a key goal in the third period to help Belmont escape with a tie against Reading. And it's on her stick now. 1-on-2, tries to fire one through, and it'll be a pad save off the rebound, gloved by Moscatel. Subs coming on for both teams. Dorian Nicocha and Monovich will be one to Libby. Libby, who had the bar down strike. Arlington's second goal, tries to sneak one through, bounces up high. And loose puck will be on the stick of Veronica Felton-Quinn, bounces it off the boards. Libby tries to slide one through. And the Saulnier to Libby behind goal. And that one goes wide and into the glove of Eleanor Dorn. Dorn had a tall task of going into this season, replacing Middlesex Liberty League MVP Jill Costa. There's a face-off. One over to Sydney Moon, but the Arlington causing the turnover in the press. On the stick of Libby, but taken away now to Townsend. Townsend bounced it off the board, Slack and Schultz. And goes awkwardly off the stick from Mastrangelo. Arlington will be able to clear it back, have a line change, and put the pressure back on with Zana Felton Quinn. Hands it back off to Condon. Condon rips one, goes high and wide. Black and Schultz off the rebound, has it picked away. Banks looking cross ice, goes all the way. Condon tries to slap one. It's blocked well before getting to goal. And puck slides free in the neutral zone. Settled on the stick of Devin O'Day. Side the Arlington to third. Looks up for Condon, but comes awkwardly off the stick. So it'll be Amelia Long skating down the near side. An attempted one-timer from Demas. Not able to get a full hit on it. Will be Libby stopping the cross-ice pass before it gets to Mia Smith. Under 12 minutes to go in regulation. Tierney skates around, takes a fall. And it's on the stick of Krpelka. Decides to fire it along the boards on a line change. And works it back all the way to Saulnier. Saulnier up for Nicocha, contested by Tierney. A turnover to Amelia Long. And another turnover following, back to Saulnier. Trying to go far side to near side. Now on the boards and back to near center ice. Krpelka has it blocked off the stick of Tierney. Belmont working from inside their own zone. Banks trying to get some pressure. Saulnier has it slapped. Amelia Long. Saulnier battling for that loose puck. The Arlington near center ice. Banks. He has some substitutions for both sides. Nearly has it picked away by Long. Off the loose puck. Volkov looking for it. Loses her footing. Now it's Tierney. She's tripped up. And with what was a very clean game through the first two periods, we should have our first power play opportunity for either side. It's Volkov going to the penalty box. 10:31 to go in the third period. Belmont with a chance to extend their 4-2 lead and match their 5-goal performance that they had against the Spy Ponders on January 7th. Face-off. It'll be Krpelka trying to get to it. Lacken Schultz. Over to Demas. Attempted cross-ice pass. No one there to meet it. It'll be Devin O'Day. Winning the battle along the boards. Drew Krpelka for a clear. Lacken Schultz not able to stop it. So it'll be Dorn. As Felton Quinn trying to sneak a shot through. Trying to get to the loose puck, I should say. The shot bounces off the pads of Moscatel. 9:40. Approaching a minute left on the penalty. Lacken Schultz looking down for Clark. Clark tries to circle around. Instead gets it back all the way. As Lacken Schultz backpedals into the edge of her own zone. Now under a minute in the penalty. Couple subs for both squads. Libby has it far side. Taps one past Lacken Schultz. Go along the boards now behind Dorn. Lacken Schultz will recover and get it to Tierney across ice. Now far side. Tries to make her move. Tries to backpedal, now works past Banks. Circles around the goal, gets it to Smith. Smith for Clark. That one goes high. And it settles in the netting. 20 seconds to go. Eventually puck comes back alive. On the stick of Tierney. Tested by O'Day, centering pass. Smith comes off the skate instead of the stick. Eventually turnover, Veronica Felton-Quinn, and on the stick of O'Day, who will clear it for a penalty kill. Volkov coming back onto the ice. The clock now under 8:20. As Demas tries to spin around. Volkov picking it away. Now it's Kropelka. Trying to tap one to Nagano-Heffernan. Heffernan takes a swing and gets it up to Volkov. It'll be Clark along the boards. Banks there to meet it for Arlington. Another loose puck. This one taken by Libby. That one goes high. Not able to glove. So off the rebound. It'll be with Libby. Takes it away. Tries to slap one through. And eventually the loose puck will be gloved by Dorn. Couple big opportunities for Libby for her second goal of the game. Be a full set of substitutions coming on for the Spy Ponders. Felton-Quinn will lose the face-off. Will be Belmont trying to get it back, or trying to work from their own zone. Spy Ponders a successful press. Puck, far side boards in the neutral zone. Two Spy Ponders, two Marauders trying to get to it. And eventually will be Zana Felton-Quinn winning it out. Worked to her sister Veronica. And off the stick of Condon awkwardly for a turnover. And another neutral zone turnover comes up. Felton-Quinn loses her footing. And spinning around for attempted passes, Mastrangelo. None of her teammates there to meet it. Lee Smith trying to circle around, trying to wrap one through. Moscatel, there get down at ice level and meet it. Arlington, though, turns it over to Townsend. Attempted shot goes well high, well wide into the netting. 6:16 in regulation. Belmont still holding on to the 2-goal lead. And after this game, still stay tuned. As I mentioned previously on the broadcast, this is a doubleheader. As this one, Clark tries to fire one through. Moscatel, quick reaction time, able to get the glove on it. Nakocha and Tierney winning it back to Smith. Now Demas. Demas has her shot. Bounce off the leg pad. Clark to Smith. Cross ice correction. Move long. On the defense. Now Smith. Out one bounces. Takes a couple. Meet Tierney off the rebound, looking cross ice. Some tic-tac-toe passing. Demas. Moscatel standing all the way up. And then getting all the way back down to stop another potential shot from Smith. Smith looking for Clark at the point. Now it's long. Tierney gets it off the boards. Now for Smith. Wrapped up by Moscatel. So an excellent sequence of offense. Belmont trying to take advantage of their zone time here. Just over the halfway point in the third period. Back and Schultz to Smith. Handoff back. Schultz skates through. Oh, rebound. Moscatel able to get the pads on it. Clark, handoff to Smith. And back to Schultz at the blue line. On the opposite side, it's Mastrangelo. Not blocked. As Smith tries to go low again. It's Moscatel coming in with the leg pads. Under 5 minutes. Arlington tried to work it up the far side with Volkov. So it'll be a turnover. And Tierney racing down, gets her own pass. Oh, but another attempted pass goes past everyone, including her intended receiver, Lagan Schultz. So Belmont forced to work back from their own zone. Marauders try to go up the far side with Tierney. And it'll be Tandy with the block. Waits for some of her teammates to come on. Only a turnover. Devin O'Day kicks it to herself before going cross ice. That'll be Kropelka trying to get it off the boards. Libby fighting for it. Keeps it. Now Saulnier. This one goes wide. Goes wide after bouncing off the pads. Attempted pass to the points. Long gets in front of it. 3:30 counting down. Nagano Heffernan on the defense. Wrap around from Sydney Moon. Oh, the rebound, it's Long. Bounces off a skate. Lacken Schultz. Short pass to Tandy. Attempts to pass to the point with Long, intercepted by Saulnier. And puck nearly goes into the Belmont bench. Play is whistled dead. There appears to be some trouble with the visiting bench door. We have both referees. Now one of the members of the coaching staff for Arlington trying to fix it up, and does. So it appears there's some difficulty, the locking mechanism. Clock stops at 3:04 in the third period. Belmont still holding on to a 2-goal lead. And after some trials and tribulations, it appears that the visiting bench door has been situated. So it'll be a neutral zone face-off. Zana Felton Quinn will win the face-off for Arlington. Lily Tandy trying to take the loose puck and go down with it. Yui Ochi there with her. And again, the play will be whistled dead. Another neutral zone face-off coming up. Zana Felton Quinn to take it for Arlington. And against Clark. Clark backpedals. Again, some issues with that visiting bench door, but quickly resolved. Correction, Tierney now taking it. Now Long trying to bounce it off the far side boards. We'll leave the Spy Ponders trying for a cross-ice pass with Condon looking for Banks. And he's on a Felton Quinn off the loose puck. Goes wide. Bounce off the far side boards again. Tierney will recover. And go far side to near side. Skating past one defender and two, then three. Fires! Blocked, swatted away by Moscatel. Off the rebound will be Arlington causing the turnover. Banks right down Main Street. Has Quinn with her. But instead decides to take one herself. A confident glove from Dorn. 2:10 to go in the third period. Arlington, potential face-off. as it looks like both teams will head to their respective benches for a timeout. And for Arlington, the next week will feature them playing both of the top two teams in the league. They'll play at Reading, and then they'll be back this time next week, or give or take 2 hours. They'll be playing Woburn. Now, those top two teams in Middlesex Liberty hockey on the girls' side. And so, big opportunity for them in this one if they can make this comeback. Belmont's currently leading 4-2. And for Belmont, they will also be playing Woburn. That one will be at Woburn this upcoming Saturday. And this time next week, give or take an hour, they'll be playing another home game, and this one will be against Lexington at 5 p.m. But for now, both teams, of course, focused on the team in front of them. Felton Quinn and Tierney will be one over to Lacken Schultz before it's recovered by Devin O'Day. O'Day centers one up for Libby. Libby shoots. And another glove from Eleanor Dorn. Minute 55 to go in the third. Arlington has decided to empty the net. Get that extra attacker on. Oh, and there's Kropelka trying to get one through, but comes off the skate, I believe it was Smith. And Tierney, as that far side, goes along the boards. Smith racing Kropelka. Kropelka will win that race. 90 seconds left in regulation, up to Libby. Contested by Lacken Schultz and Tierney. Goal still empty for Arlington. Minute 20 to go. Now behind Dorn. And tapped to the near side. Veronica Felton Quinn trying to get to it. Tierney has a shot attempted at empty netter, blocked by Devin O'Day. And another attempt at an empty netter. This one blocked by Kropelka. On the stick of Saulnier, bounces off, and slides all the way to behind goal. Under 45 seconds left in regulation. Smith. And off the stick of Lacken Schultz, wide open with some space. Clark shoots and scores the empty netter to match the 5-goal performance Belmont had against this very team last month. And so with 35 seconds remaining, Muscatel comes back to goal, and Belmont leads by 3 here at Ed Burns Arena. Ensuing face-off. One back to Devin O'Day. Trying to work it along the boards. Intercepted by Tandy. And is centered up. Looking for Monovich. Trying to circle around and get a shot off. Blocked. It'll be Tandy. Is it taken away by O'Day? Now Spy Ponders looking up. Madison Davies trying to get something going. But alas, will be Belmont one last clear. And the buzzer sounds on a season sweep. Belmont over Arlington. Both games, Marauder scoring 5 goals. This time, though, Arlington able to get onto the board with 2 goals. With Haley Libby, the bar down strike. Dorian Nicosia slipping one through. But it's not quite enough for Arlington to get the win. They drop to 5-9-1. Correction. Correction, they drop to 5-9-1. And 3-7 in Middlesex Liberty play. Belmont will move up to 9-4-3. Correction. And 7 wins in league play. So that ends the first half of our doubleheader. Belmont 5, Arlington 2. But stay tuned, we will be back for the second game of this doubleheader. It'll be still Arlington Belmont, but this time it's the boys' side. We'll be back on Jack Hughes for ACMi Sports. We will return. Second game of this doubleheader coming at you. But we will step aside in the meantime. Stay tuned.